Hello, good people. So, in this video, I am going to go over what I was taught to call the smart rest position. I believe I learned this from midwives and doulas. I still use it every day in my practice, and I teach it to everybody, whether they're pregnant or not. So, we're going to go do a screen share here, and we'll just go to the desktop. Link. All right. So, I have my images up here. One of my wonderful colleagues volunteered to be the model here for me. Okay, so let's look at this first image closest to where all the little icons are laid out here. So, first thing is having a head support that is high enough that there's space to support the neck in a neutral position from the shoulder and not have the neck crooked over to the side. So that in and of itself can be a significant task for people to try to figure out. On my table, I use a very firm face cradle, actual face cradle, not like the frame, the face cradle itself, um, to do that. And the one that I have is thick enough for a majority of the people that I work with. Um, in terms of home situation, if somebody has one of those side sleeping pillows that has like a little waveform in it, those can be a really good tool. If somebody doesn't have something like that, they can take two pillowcases or two pillows, put them in one pillowcase, and then you have something generally that's firm enough for that type of support. Okay. Um, we want to try to have the spine as neutral as possible. So we've got our teddy bear pillow here. That's what I call it because I like teddy bears. So that we're keeping the shoulder girdle open. This prevents the shoulders from collapsing as we're resting because remember, this is a smart rest position. Okay. Not everybody can sleep like this. And so I really prefer to emphasize with people that this is for resting. This might be a good place to start while you're working on getting to sleep, but it's okay if you don't sleep in this position. Okay? So we've got the head and the neck well supported. The shoulders are not collapsed. We've got something that the client is hanging on to. If the individual is pregnant, they are going to have a small cushion or a wedge that is dedicated just to support the belly. One of those big, long pregnancy pillows is not appropriate because it's not going to stay underneath the belly. And the reason that we have that wedge there is to prevent the spine and the hips from twisting forward. Okay. That is probably one of the most common causes, honestly, that I see on my table from people complaining of like just general achiness, all the way from the mid back down to the top of the pelvis. So simply just folding up a bath towel, put it in a pillowcase, pop it underneath the tummy. Um, Take a throw pillow, pop it in a pillowcase, put it underneath the tummy. My personal favorite belly wedge comes from a company called Hiccapop. I have literally been using them since 2017, and I still use the exact same ones that I ordered. We have not had to replace them, and they've done lots and lots of workshops. They've seen lots and lots of bellies. Of course, we wash them, people. Don't get weird, okay? But, like, they last a really long time. So I really do like, especially if a family's gonna have a lot of children, even, like, more than one, the Hiccapop investment is completely worth it. I'm gonna do a whole different video on my love affair with Hiccapop, wedges because they're so useful, for more than just supporting the pregnant belly. Okay, in review, we've got the head neck support, we have the shoulder support, and we have the belly support for somebody who is pregnant. All right. Now we're going to come over here to our second image right here to support the hips and the legs. Okay. A lot of people just put a pillow between their knees and call it a day. And that's okay for sleeping. Like if that's your comfort for sleeping, super awesome. Sleep is more important than ergonomics every single day of the week. Okay. But this is a good resting position. It takes a little bit more doing, a little bit more setup. So, first, you'll notice that the bottom leg is long, and so, with a long bottom leg, we're doing a couple of things. We're giving a little break to the hip flexors and our lovely friend, the psoas. Yay. Okay. We're also allowing no pressure on the vasculature of the inner thigh. Also, a yay, especially if somebody might be having swelling in the legs, swelling in the feet, if they've got a risk of blood clots. This can be something. It's small. It's not a big thing, but it's small. It can give the circulation a little bit of a break. We like that. Okay, the setup with a cushion, bottom cushion, a really good firm body pillow or a king size pillow works really great. And then on top, a nice firm king size pillow. And again, if king size pillows are not like in either your personal life or in the lives of the people that you work with, then improvise with what is around the home. So couch cushions work great. You can, again, you can take two regular size pillows, put them in one pillowcase, and you get a really nice firm setup. The goal is that we want the hip, the knee, and the ankle on the same plane, and that, again, we're just creating a nice, open, stable, stacked pelvis. And remember, this is for rest. Okay. Some people can sleep like this, but this is a resting position. All right. So, what I encourage the people that I work with to do when they're using this position is that when you are at a point in your day where you just need a break, and especially if it's somebody who's pregnant, and normally they might go to the lazy boy or they might go to just collapse into the couch. I encourage them to get into this position instead. Kick everybody off the couch. They get all the cushions, and the person who's growing the baby gets to be super comfortable for a little while, because more than likely there's a or many toddlers running around too. So this is a good way to give the body support, give the nervous system support, so that that deeper rest cycle can start to begin. And then also again at bedtime, have your partner help support you, if they're there. If you are parenting on your own, this is really easy to set up. And when you're ready to go to sleep, just toss the extra pillows off, sleep in whatever position is working for you. Okay. All right. I hope you find this helpful. I hope you use this. Remember, this is called the smart rest position, because this is a really great place to rest in. All right. Thank you so much.